At 91, Pat Boone stands as one of the last living bridges to the formative years of rock and roll. Born Charles Eugene Boone on June 1, 1934, in Jacksonville, and raised in Nashville, he grew up in a nation on the brink of musical revolution. From childhood, Boone displayed a rare blend of charm, vocal talent, and unwavering faith. Even before fame found him, audiences sensed something distinctive in his presence, an uplifting sincerity that would define his career for decades to come. Early promise in a changing America. Growing up in Nashville, Boone absorbed the rich currents of gospel, country, and emerging rhythm and blues. The 1940s and early 1950s were transformative years for American music, and young performers were discovering new ways to connect with audiences. Boone's smooth tenor and composed demeanor set him apart from louder, wilder contemporaries. He entered talent contests and appeared on early television programs, steadily building recognition. His wholesome image resonated deeply with families seeking entertainment that reflected traditional values during a rapidly shifting cultural landscape. Breakthrough in the 1950s, music boom Boone's ascent coincided with the explosive growth of rock and roll. While performers like Elvis Presley electrified crowds with rebellious flair, Boone offered a gentler alternative. His breakthrough recordings, including Ain't That a Shame and Love Letters in the Sand, transformed him into a national sensation. By adapting rhythm and blues songs into polished pop renditions, he reached audiences who might otherwise have avoided the genre. Though critics debated his approach, the strategy made him one of the decade's best-selling artists. Chart rivalry and national stardom. By the late 1950s, Boone was selling millions of records and rivaling Presley on the charts. His hits April Love and Moody River captured the innocence and romance that defined the era's popular imagination. Teenagers admired his voice, while parents approved of his clean-cut persona. This rare multi-generational appeal elevated Boone beyond fleeting celebrity. He became a symbol of reassurance during a time when social norms were beginning to shift. His success proved that rock's evolution could include both exuberance and restraint. Hollywood beckons. From stage to screen, Boone's talent soon carried him into film. He starred in musical comedies such as Bernardine and April Love, charming audiences with his easy charisma. In Journey to the Center of the Earth, he demonstrated surprising dramatic ability alongside established actors. Hollywood embraced his wholesome image, casting him in roles that reinforced optimism and decency. Through cinema, Boone expanded his cultural footprint, becoming not just a recording star, but a household name across multiple entertainment platforms. Faith as foundation. Unlike many entertainers of his era, Boone openly anchored his public life in Christian faith. His marriage to Shirley Boone became a cornerstone of his identity. Together, they cultivated a partnership rooted in shared values. Boone authored inspirational books and frequently spoke at religious gatherings, framing fame as a platform for service rather than indulgence. His steadfast commitment to moral principles distinguished him in an industry often marked by excess, reinforcing his image as a man guided by conviction. An evolving film career. During the 1960s, Boone explored more varied cinematic territory. In The Horror of It All, filmed in England, he embraced campy humor and gothic parody, revealing a playful side. The following year, he traveled to Ireland for Never Put It in Writing, immersing himself in European-style comedy. Later, he appeared alongside Debbie Reynolds and Tony Curtis in Goodbye Charlie. These projects demonstrated his adaptability and willingness to step beyond predictable roles. Family life and enduring partnership. At home, Boone and Shirley raised 4 daughters in an environment filled with music and faith. Their household emphasized humility, compassion, and creativity. Even amid the pressures of celebrity, they sought normalcy, spending formative years in suburban communities before settling long-term in Beverly Hills. Shirley's compassion extended far beyond family life. Her small hunger relief initiative eventually evolved into Mercy Corps, now an internationally respected humanitarian organization. Her passing in 2019 marked the end of a remarkable partnership spanning more than 6 decades. Longevity and reinvention. While many 1950s stars faded, Boone adapted. He recorded gospel albums, collaborated across genres, and occasionally surprised audiences with bold reinventions. His willingness to laugh at himself and explore contemporary sounds kept him culturally relevant. Rather than resisting change, Boone embraced it while holding firm to core values. This balance between innovation and authenticity explains his extraordinary longevity. Few artists navigate multiple eras without losing identity. Boone managed to do so by remaining unmistakably himself. A quiet friendship with Roy Orbison. In his later years, Boone began reflecting publicly on his friendship with Roy Orbison. Though their musical styles differed sharply, Boone's buoyant warmth contrasting with Orbison's haunting melancholy, he long admired Orbison's artistry. His voice didn't just reach notes, Boone observed. It reached people. The two men crossed paths during rock's competitive early days, yet Boone insists Orbison cared little for rivalry. Instead, Orbison focused on crafting songs that would endure beyond commercial trends. Understanding the man behind the mystery. Orbison's dark glasses and operatic ballads created an aura of mystery, but Boone emphasizes the humanity beneath the legend. Behind the stage persona was a thoughtful, often shy individual driven by emotional honesty. Boone recalls conversations that revealed vulnerability and depth rarely visible to fans. As he now shares these memories, Boone feels a responsibility to portray his friend truthfully. For him, preserving such stories ensures that history remembers not only chart positions, but also character and compassion. Legacy and reflection. At 91, Boone views legacy through a broader lens. Fame, he believes, is fleeting compared to integrity and relationships. His reflections on Orbison symbolize a deeper commitment to honoring those who shaped an era. Boone has witnessed the birth of rock and roll, the transformation of media, and the passing of many contemporaries. What remains constant, he says, is the power of a sincere voice to move hearts. In speaking openly now, he hopes to safeguard the human stories behind the music. Conclusion: truth, memory, and music. Pat Boone's journey, from a talented boy in Jacksonville to an enduring cultural figure, mirrors the evolution of modern American entertainment. Through chart-topping songs, Hollywood films, unwavering faith, and heartfelt friendships, he built a life defined by both achievement and principle. His candid reflections on Roy Orbison reveal not scandal, but respect, an acknowledgement of shared history and mutual admiration. As Boone enters his 10th decade, he reminds us that truth told with grace can illuminate the past, ensuring that remarkable voices continue to resonate for generations to come.